Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I am Professor Dr. A.B.M. Omar Farooq, Professor and Head, Department of Anatomy, Bashundara Ad-Din Medical College, South Karaniganj, Dhaka. Students, today I am going to discuss about placenta. In this session, I shall try to summarize the following subtopics about placenta: definition, morphology, formation, structure, types of placenta, placenta circulations and functions. Now first definition. Placenta is a temporary organ that connects the developing fetus via the umbilical cord to uterine wall to allow nutrient uptake, thermoregulation, waste elimination and gas exchange via the mother's blood supply, to fight against internal infections and to produce hormones which supports pregnancy. It is also called as a temporary endocrine gland. Now morphology of the placenta. In full term placenta, the shape is disc-like, diameter 15 to 25 centimeter, thickness 3 centimeter, weight 500 to 600 gram. Surface, there are two surfaces of placenta, maternal surface and fetal surface. Maternal surface, rough and irregular, has 15 to 20 slightly bulging areas called cotyledons. There are grooves between the cotyledons. Fetal surface, it is smooth, is covered entirely by the chorionic plate. The umbilical cord is attached to its center. The number of large arteries and veins, the chorionic vessels coverage towards the umbilical cord. The chorion is covered by the amnion. Now formation of placenta. Placenta is developed from two sources: fetal part from chorionic frondosome and maternal part from decidua basalis. Formation of chorionic frondosome. Formation of chorionic villi and chorionic sac is early features of placental development. Number A, formation of primary villi. Number B, formation of secondary villi. Number C, formation of tertiary villi. Number D, formation of outer topoblastic cell. Number E, numerous lacunar or intervillous space are found between the villi. And number F, as pregnancy advances, villi on the embryonic pole rapidly increase the number, branches profusely enlarge, giving to the chorionic frondosome or villus chorion. Next, formation of decidua basalis. Decidua is the functional layer of the endometrium and the parts of it over the chorionic frondosome is called decidua basalis. The chorionic frondosome together with placenta basalis makes up the placenta. Now, structures of placenta. Internally, on fetal side, placenta is bordered by chorionic plate. Externally, on the maternal side, placenta is bordered by decidual plate. In between, intervillous space containing stem villi with their branches. This space are filled with maternal blood. Number A, chorionic plate is composed of following structures from which outwards to inwards: primary mesoderm containing branches of the umbilical vessel, cytotopoblast, syncytiotopoblast. Number B, decidual plate is on the maternal surface of the placenta, consists of following structures from outside to inwards: stratum spongiosum on decidua basalis, outer layer of syncytiotopoblast, outer shell of cytotopoblast, inner layers of the syncytiotopoblast. During the 4th and 5th month, decidua forms the number of decidual septa which projects into the intervillous space but do not reach the chorionic plate. Structures of the placental villi from outside to inwards: cytotopoblast, syncytiotopoblast, basement membrane, stroma with blood vessels and few phagocytic cells. This is the picture of placenta with umbilical cord. Types of placenta. There are a lot of varieties of placenta in human being. We can divide into different classification, different varieties, different types. According to site of the implantation, placenta divided into two types, placenta previa, placenta parietalis. According to attachment of the umbilical cord, number 1 battledore placenta, number 2 filamentous placenta. According to degree of adhesion of penetration, placenta is placenta accreta, placenta increta, placenta percreta. According to shape, discoid, diffuse, cotyledonary, zonary. According to number of the lobe, bilobe placenta, trilobe placenta, placenta succinteriata. Number 6, according to distribution of umbilical arteries, dispersed type, magistral type. There are another types accessory placenta. Now placenta previa. This is the most clinically important issue about placenta also for mother and baby. This is the picture of different types of placenta previa. Placenta previa may be type 1 lateral or first degree, type 2 marginal or second degree, type 3 incomplete central or third degree, type 4 central or fourth degree. Clinical importance of placenta previa: late pregnancy bleeding can result from this placental abnormality. It causes difficulty during childbirth and may cause severe bleeding. In such case, the fetus is delivered by caesarean section. Now, placental circulation. Circulation of placenta may be described as fetoplacental circulation and maternal placental circulation. The circulations of the fetus and the mother are separated by a placental barrier or membrane. This is the picture of fetoplacental circulation. Poorly oxygenated fetal blood passes to the placenta through umbilical arteries. On reaching the placenta, the umbilical arteries divide into a number of the chorionic arteries, which branch freely in the chorionic plate and branches enter in the chorionic villi. Now about maternal placental circulation. About 80 to 100% spiral arteries pierce the basidial plate and enter the intervillous space. They carry blood to the intervillous space. Hence, blood from the intervillous space drains back to the maternal circulation through the endometrial veins. Significance of placental circulation: poorly oxygenated blood from the fetus gets oxygenation via placental circulation. Number 2, reductions of placental circulation results in fetus hypoxia, decreased level of oxygen, and intrauterine growth retardation IUGR. Therefore, placental circulation is very important for the normal growth and development of fetus. In this occasion, human placenta is hemochorial in type. Finally, the functions of placenta. Number 1, exchange of respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide between mother and fetus. Exchange of nutrients like carbohydrate, lipid, polypeptides, amino acid and vitamins, electrolytes and water between mother and fetus. Excretion of metabolic waste products like urea, uric acid, bilirubin produced by the fetus and maternal blood. Detoxification of toxic substance. Transmission of maternal antibodies, immunoglobulin G to the fetus. Transmission of many infectious agents from mother to fetus. Transmission of drugs taken by mother to the fetus. Placenta also has some endocrine function, synthesis of several hormones. Number A, HCG, human chorionic gonadotropic hormone. It acts like a luteinizing hormone of the hypophysis cerebri. Also helps clinically determination of pregnancy, early pregnancy. Human somatostropin, a human placental lactogen, has an anti-insulin effect. Progesterone, it is essential for maintaining the pregnancy. Estrogen stimulates the uterine growth and breast development. Finally, barrier function. Penetrations of the many harmful substances from reaching the fetus by acting like a barrier also keeps the maternal and fetal blood separates, thereby preventing antigen reactions between them. So, summarizing all the information about placenta, placenta acts as a temporary endocrine gland and plays a very important vital role to mother, especially in fetus. That's all my today's session. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you all again. Assalamu alaikum.